There's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the number one pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. And you want to talk about enormous expectations based on a quarterback. How about with Trevor Lawrence coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations in high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he showed his expectations. He's doing everything he can to follow through. Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for 12 years, and another sack to his first temperature. It may be cliche, but it is something that's up over time, doesn't it? If you're the business, you don't let the crowd be the game. Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. So this defense, they're going to give them a looks like we just said there. They certainly are. They're a proud unit. They're going to roll in with this crowd with them, and that's why they got after him. His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off, and they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking out the head coach right now, because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense? On first down, Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion? First carry for DeAndre Swift. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So 0 for 2 throwing the football and a very quick 3 and out to start the game. Look, stats are going to be decided as the game goes on, but bottom line is that's not the quick start that every team looks for when they begin a game. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there. It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls, because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots. You're testing my memory. And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB, and guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Lawrence from his end zone. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Scott to return it. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And the tight end goes in motion left. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith. 37 yards. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. And now out come the Jags. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Hey, Lion!
Now Lawrence. Throwing, completing, quick to Calvin Ridley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. Can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar 1st.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Well, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down and a yard. Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. A little juke. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to 2. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Bigsby. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Lawrence. And they're going to get him. They bring it down to Sam back at the 16-yard line. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the Sam. The kick by McManus is good. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense.
He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe? I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Hurts. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, 78 yards. And the Eagles are able to move back in front.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The drive there will be spanning 3 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence, a short throw to Ingram. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And Lawrence will throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring in second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. That's sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here is third and quite a ways. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on fourth down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. It's taken to the 26. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, it will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando. Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. set up a throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it. And turning into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Jaguar first down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 8. Looking to throw. Lawrence looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third and 1, it's Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. A little surprise pays off on third and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
Take right open.
But to throw again is Lawrence. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. A slant to Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with third and 4.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by McManus is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 37. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run here with Swift. They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now McManus for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. Nice. And I think the ball's out. And the Jags grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And down inside the 15 he goes. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Now Lawrence to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a 1st down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
4 yards on the pick.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A handoff. Swift running to the left. Down inside the 40. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
A gain of 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Brings us 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. They'll run the draw here with Swift. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A big play looming on 3rd down.
Go Silver, ready? Carl up, get it.
Complete to Zacchaeus. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's been enough for big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Here's Swift. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd down, goal to go. One more time with Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On third down, here comes Swift. And he's across for the touchdown. In the final minute, that should just about seal it.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars. Down by 2 touchdowns, 53 ticks to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
Well, let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
On third down, Lawrence. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line.
Red on red.
Lawrence going to throw again. Now throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A final shot now for Lawrence. One last shot at the end zone. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.